Hey guys, Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury live stream. Guys, we are broadcasting here from the studio, broadcasting on the Archie Luxury channel and the Archie Luxury live stream channel. Haircut. I got a haircut after yesterday's stream. Thank you so much. And yes, it is looking cool. What can I say? So let me see what's going on. Let's see if we can get a few good punters on. Let's see if we can get some good punters on the stream there. Firstly, we've got JD Montreal, $2.80. Start the fucking show, big boy. Thank you. Thank you. Show has started. And we've got HR. You know, I really find you to be an utter cunt.
Hey, Paul, listen, I just jumped on.
Honestly, I got to tell you something. It's nobody. You're just a smart ass shit. And I got to be honest with you. I don't understand what your shtick is. I mean, you've got that ridiculous laugh, right? That stupid laugh. I don't know. I just dislike you. I dislike you. I don't like you. Okay?
Paul, I just jumped on. I've got to talk about the amount of sweat that came off Lux's flannel onto his shorts.
Hey. All I want to talk about is the fact that I don't like you. You're a jerk.
Paul, have you sold the Breguet? So one of my friends messaged you.
No, you're a jerk. You're a
jerk.
There's nothing I'd want to sell to you, and there's nothing I'd want to. I just don't like you.
Wait, Archie,
in my life,
Archie, who did your haircut? A blind man?
Getting up for retirement. I don't like to have people. I don't want to have people I dislike in my life. I don't need HR. I definitely don't want Watch Nick in my life. Jesus Christ, what the hell happened to the snake? I mean, I don't watch his pathetic dribble of a stream, but people come to me and send me bits and pieces. And Mike, I thought you were only going to come on this stream. We look after you here. We look after you here. We treat you well, and you got to understand these other people, they aren't your friends, okay? They aren't your friends. So, that's it, man. That's it. Stay on this stream here where you're safe. Now, let's have a look. Let's have a look what's going on around the world here. We've got some good streams happening. Let's just post a few links and get this baby off the ground. It's like an aeroplane. You know, you got to take lift off. Oh, the link is pinned. Okay, let's start a poll. Do you hate HR and his pathetic antics? Yes, no. There we go. Let's see if you guys, what do you think about HR? That guy HR, the character HR, do we give him the boot or do we welcome him back? Let's see what happens here. Sunday in Australia, daylight saving. What's happening here? 5th, Northern Territory, Queensland, Western Australia do not observe daylight saving. Let's have a look. Sydney time now. What time is it in Sydney? Oh, they're 10 o'clock. Melbourne time now. Oh, they're 10 o'clock. Fuck, they're an hour ahead. Jesus. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Mm. Who we got jumping on now? We got, who's this? This can't be. No, it's not. He's trying to fool me. Look at this.
Hey,
Hey, Bear, how are you?
Archie, you are pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. You have shitter pateks and braggies. Where is your Lacoste polo? You are pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. Pathetic.
Hey, let's get the stream happening. Come on, guys, jump on. We need some more punters on, guys. We've got
Archie, you are
MT85,
pathetic.
$5. Can we have HR on for a while? Yes.
Yeah, come on, Arch.
He
So
is
what's the latest, big
on.
boy?
So I'm going to send an invite to Goldberg. We want him. I take Jay Anthony. Let's see if we can get that guy on. He promised me he would come on. We've also got Tommy never comes on. I don't know why the fuck.
Archie, can you put our names up? Let's put the names up on the stream, just so we can see what everyone's called. So myself and
Tommy,
yourself. No, me and you. So everyone can
names
see
up.
what I've called myself.
Oh, why have they gone? I don't understand. How have they gone?
No, on the stream, Arch. You know when you move the mouse and all of like my name will come up and your name will come up, just on the icons.
The icons.
The
What's
icons.
happened?
The icons. Are
I
you in
don't
a
know why
different
they've
module?
gone. Okay, we got the stage. I don't know. Oh, I've been told to keep you. You are A grade. You know that?
Yeah, you see that, Arch? I'm A grade, fuckers.
He's funny.
So
You're
Arch,
funny?
what's the reason you got rid of your Rolexes? Can you tell me?
No, I don't. I have one Rolex. I've got my Explorer 2. I
So
have the
Arch,
Explorer
I've been
2.
hearing from other people that apparently I'm the reason you got rid of your Rolex. Do you want to explain?
Yes, because I dislike you.
Oh, why? Why, Paul? Why?
You're just nothing I aspire to. The goals and values you have are different. They're not aligned with my goals and values.
Goals and values? What? You mean like being in employment?
No, goals and values like being a decent person.
Oh, wait, so you don't want to be a decent person? Is that what you're saying? Because one of my friends messaged you about that watch and you told him to fuck off.
That was you.
What do you think, Paul? What do you think about that, Paul? Oh, I'm trying to buy the Breguet. Come on. And the Panerai. But I couldn't get to Panerai, it was sold. I'm trying to buy the Breguet, but you're fobbing me off.
Yes, I get you. It's
Well, I mean, what happened with Jake? You struck a deal up with him and then you fobbed him off. You fobbed him off.
he's difficult. He's difficult. Jakey's all over the shop. But
You sure? Are you sure? Because that's not what Hamish said, Arch.
Yes.
Come on, Paul. Come on, smile for me, big boy. Come on. I know what happened there. I know.
Hamish. Who's Hamish?
I'm not gonna dox Hamish on stream, but you know who Hamish is. He arranged the tour, didn't he?
Hey, Hamish.
Yeah, he arranged the tour, big boy.
Tour of what? I can't remember any Hamish.
Jakey lined it up. You know what I'm talking about, Paul. Don't act coy with me.
Guy.
Yeah, don't act coy with me, big boy.
I cancelled that.
Yeah, and listen, Jake went out of his way. He lined Hamish up, and you shat all over his face, and then gave him a tissue.
It was just too much hassle with him.
What do you mean? He had a 3-hour tour.
It's just difficult. I don't know why it's got the names missing. That's interesting. That is interesting. I don't know why it's got the.
I want everyone to see my name. I've taken time to make it. I want everyone to see it.
I don't know why. It's interesting. It's happened like that. What's going on with you? Are you still working? What country? Firstly, what country are you in now? Are you in?
I'm in the UK, Paul. I'm in the UK. I pay a mortgage. I'm not going anywhere for the time being until Daddy dies. You know this?
Yeah, I get you. What's happening with your watches? Please tell me.
Well, got the bluesy, and I'm contemplating getting a Sea Dweller 400. Contemplating, Arch, contemplating.
Oh, if I take the super chat down, the names appear again. Sorry. That's
Well,
what happens. Fuck.
okay, there we go. That's
Shit.
better. That's better. So, what do you think of my name, Paul? Come on, you're smiling. You're smiling.
Osama bin Garbage Sleeper.
No,
So
garage,
cool.
garage. For fuck's sake, not garbage.
Garage Sleeper.
Because you see from the garage. Why aren't you in the garage, Arch?
I can go there next week. I can go there still. What's going on with you? Tell me what's happening. Tell me what's
I
happening.
just told you. What else do you want to know, Paul?
You said you were getting rid of some watches. How many watches do you have now?
I've just got the bluesy, Arch. Got the bluesy. One and done.
What? You sold the rest?
Arch, I'm not wearing them, big boy, and they're shitters. Once you put a two-tone bluesy on, Explorer 2's a shitter. The Datejust 41, shitter. Right? The only way is up here, big boy. So I'm thinking, I've got some money in the bank, Arch. I'm thinking about pulling the plug on.
So you sold your sub. You got the bluesy. You sold the Explorer 2. How much did you get for the Explorer 2?
800 more than I paid.
And what the Datejust? What happened to the Datejust?
I took about a £400 bath on that one, big boy.
You sold it?
Yeah, I sold it. Of course I did.
Why is that?
Since Mummy bought the bluesy for me, I don't wear the other two. Once you put the Submariner bracelet on, the Datejust bracelet feels like garbage, Arch.
I mean, you serious? You honestly sold? I thought you loved these things.
Nah, fuck those two watches, Paul. Fuck them.
You're never as rich as you think you are. I honestly didn't think you'd sell them. That's disappointing.
Why does selling not mean you're rich, Arch? I'm not wearing them. They're just sat collecting dust. I'm not a hoarder.
What sort of bullshit is this?
But I'm thinking about getting the Sea Dweller, big boy. Paul Mobs.
Who's this?
Yo, what up, Paul?
Hey, who's that?
Who's Paul? Put in full screen, Arch. Put in full screen.
No, why would I do that?
Put in full screen so we can see.
Well, what happens if it's
He
somebody
says
trying
hi.
to derail the stream? What happens if it's Watch Nick trying to kill my streams?
It's Paul Mobs.
Oh, Knobs, put your camera on so I can see you're real.
Archie, just let him in. What's wrong with you?
No.
Look, you say you want more panelists, but you're not even letting this guy on.
I need to make sure they're safe panelists. They can derail the stream, as we saw with Uzi paying that actor to come on. What did you think of that?
What happened there? I missed that one, Arch.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's it.
What you can't just drop a bomb like that, big boy. You're playing with my tits and then not sucking them.
So you actually sold your watches off. You're not as rich as you think you are you?
You're so funny, Arch. You're so funny.
You sold the Datejust. You sold the Explorer 2.
Hold on, Paul's replying. Arch, I have contributed many times to your comment section. Let him on, Paul. Come on, man.
Well.
Let Paul Mobs on. Let him on. Arch?
I've never heard of him before. I never heard of him before.
Archie, look, at one point in time, you never heard of me. And now, look, I come on and you love me. Let him on, Paul.
Why doesn't he turn his microphones muted? I can't hear him.
Yeah, let him in first, and he'll unmute, won't he? Arch, come on, let him in. He could be fun. Let him on.
Dog trainer. We've got the world's greatest dog trainer. Thank God you're here, Mark.
I'm
More.
Got this guy, Paul Mobs. He won't talk. He won't. What the fuck? Why would he even come on if he's not going to talk?
Let Paul on.
He's talking. Listen, I hear him.
He's talking. Let him on.
Oh, there he is. Let's see. We'll just do a full screen and we'll bring him on.
Hey,
hello.
Hi. G'day, Arch. How you going?
Hey, who's this? Paul.
Yeah.
Have you been on before?
Never been on your stream before, but I contribute a lot to your YouTube videos.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, my most recent suggestion was that you ask Daniel Wellington for a sponsorship because they're made in the same factory as Rolex.
That's the way to go. Jay Anthony's here. How are you, Jay Anthony?
Jay Anthony, the man, the myth,
The
the
legend.
stubble. The man, the myth, the 3 days.
Allahu Akbar.
Thank you for that. Hello.
How are you?
What's going on in the Jay Anthony world? Any new watches? Tell us.
Not since I saw you 2 weeks ago, but give me some time.
I keep seeing cigars and cars and watches on your Instagram.
Indeed.
Let me ask you something, Jay Anthony. I got a question for you. I currently have 40,000 miles on the BMW.
Mm-hmm.
My mechanic says to me, it'd be my independent says, I said, when should I do a transmission service? It's got the ZF 8-speed and a diff, change the diff oil.
Mm-hmm.
He says in 20,000 kilometers, what's that? 14,000 miles. He said, I would be doing a transmission service and changing diff oil. What do you think of those suggestions?
Mm.
I remember back in the day, it was like every 70 to 100,000 miles. So this would be earlier than that, but things aren't made the way they used to be. So, you know.
The only problem is it's 2,500 to do diff oil and transmission service. Should I do it? BMW says the transmission is sealed for life. You don't need to do nothing.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think. Are you going to keep the car for much longer? That'd be my question to you.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
Also, hi, Mark.
What's that?
I said also hi to Mark. He was talking.
Hey, Marky. Yes.
Hi, Paul.
What would you do? You would definitely service the transmission and diff oil.
If I was going to keep it for several more years, yeah. But if I was going to get rid of it in the next 6 months or a year, no, I wouldn't bother.
Super Joe.
JD Montreal, $2.80. Sexy J is on the panel. Mark, don't get a hard on.
Don't worry, I'm controlling myself. Not a problem. No offense, Jay Anthony. No offense.
No offense taken.
Jay Anthony, what's going on in your world there?
All work and no play. What's going on with you? Probably the same.
Yes. How is you looking into retirement? What's happening? Tell me what's happening.
Well, hopefully nobody at work with watches this stream, but yeah, I'm targeting 45 to 50 right now to retire.
We've actually got a few young'uns. You know, we've had some since you've come on last. We had, who's that guy who came on who's retired? We've got Roy. You know Roy. You've spoken to Roy a number of times. He's in his early 40s. He's retired. We've also got the other guy who's retired, Cyberlips. He's retired at 60.
Okay.
And we got Aussie expat, early 40s, has retired. He's Fat Fire, by the way.
I didn't know he retired. Is he still in Vegas?
Yes.
Where is he?
Yes, that's correct. He's
He does a little project here and there, but only when he wants to.
Good for him.
Yeah. Now, you know what? I was just watching this family in a guy in the Oro, which is they live on a mountaintop in a villa in the Philippines. Their monthly budget is $4,000. Okay, monthly budget of $4,000. They live in a villa with a swimming
West,
pool.
or are we talking
Philippines,
peso?
listen to your program. Philippines, listen to your show. Villa with a swimming pool, full-time chauffeur, full-time maid, and a full-time cook.
Wow,
So
$4,000.
They have 3 live-ins on $4,000. They're sending 1 boy through college and 2 kids in private high school.
That would get you a 2-bedroom, 2-bath crap house where I live. That sounds amazing.
You know what? I'm just saying financial arbitrage. It's something to consider. Go where your dollar is strong and where you are welcome.
That is my long-term plan. Yes.
Financial arbitrage. I think Southeast Asia is the smartest place. If you want real upscale living, then it's either Bangkok or BGC Manila. If you want lowbrow, like, you know what? I just finished this Aussie who is living on 1,000 US easily in Cambodia. It's very Spartan. He's not living in luxury, but you know, he's got a nice little life for $1,000.
That's what's really depressing about inflation, and this is me speaking very first world problems. When I think about what I've paid for some of the stuff I had and what you used to get 20 years ago, I feel like I've basically caught up to the middle class.
Well, there is a point there, but you know, it's like I don't know, work hard and then jump off the hamster wheel. That's what I'm saying. And to do that, really,
I got to tell you, that's exactly depressing. There, I totally agree with you, Jay Anthony. It's
jump off the wheel. Archie, you should be in Southeast Asia too.
Frank V, $5. Jay Anthony, any
Super
Japanese fountain pens, Namiki, or Japanese kitchen knives? Shun, Grand Seiko. I know you like Japanese culture. Actually, I've got.
Good.
I got a Pilot Sailor fountain pen, very wide. I love it. Absolutely love that fountain pen.
Hi Frank, that you have a very good memory. So I had a Grand Seiko, the GS. I sold it a couple months ago because the service was a nightmare in the US. Like Archie, I like Pilots. I do have like Mont Blanc and stuff, but I think they're actually quite crappy. I hate them. So I think the Pilot, overall, any Pilot's a pretty dang good pen. But no kitchen knives. I like them. The ones I like in Japan, they don't really want you bringing back to the US. They're like for the Japanese market only.
They don't like you to bring it to. What do you mean by that?
There's certain ones, I can't remember the name of them, but the really, really good ones, they don't really want you taken outside the country. It's like part of their cultural heritage. But you can get some still good stuff.
Their country is dying. You know that?
Zero population growth.
I would
negative population growth. What do you mean zero? Zero was a dream.
Don't they have some
10 years ago?
Yeah, and it's cheap now, whereas a few years ago it was very expensive for Americans. And but
MT85, $5. If you're going to service the tranny dump and refill, don't flush. Even though trannies probably like to be flushed. If you're going to service the tranny dump and refill, don't flush. Even though trannies possibly like to be. Okay, that's for the transmission. Thank you. We got Ryan Hoffery, $2. Jay, Tony, and Erwin, a pure class. Stay classy and humble. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Chop liver over here.
We got Mac Lobster, $2. What does our resident fluids expert Mark say?
I have no idea what you should do with your tranny. I can only tell you what I do with it. I needed a new transmission. There's such a thing, Jay Anthony. You'll know about this because you're a manly man. I can tell by the
Thank you.
There's what's a transmission cover?
What?
Oh, you don't know either. Okay, so my transmission was like doing weird things on my Lincoln, which is basically a Ford.
Yeah.
And so they told me that I had to replace the transmission cover, and then it would take like 500 miles to break in, and then it would get smooth again, and it did. Is that
Were you
like
leaking? The only thing I can think about is at the bottom of the transmission, there's a pan where they can like drain the fluid. I wonder if it was like leaking, because it basically comes like a metal shell. I don't know what else that would.
No, there was no leakage. It was a very hard shift between like second and third gear, or sometimes first and second.
Transmission cover, that doesn't make sense. That's got nothing to do with the workings of the transmission.
Well, maybe I said it wrong. But anyway, they did transmission service on the warranty, on the powertrain warranty.
Did you look at the part that
service just means they changed the oil, but they put the new
no. They did something huge because they kept the car for like a week.
That's because they don't know what they're doing.
Probably so.
I don't know what they'd be talking about. And the hard shift could be a fluid problem. It could be, do you have a DCT or is it an automatic? I don't remember which one's in the Lincoln. They have both.
I don't know. It's some kind of turbo.
Depending on what it could be. I mean, there's a bunch of things it could be, but a transmission
cover. My engine is in every, listen, the engine that's in my Lincoln Aviator is the engine of like basically every Ford Explorer ever. Same one. EcoBoost, they call it.
I mean, a cover is just something that seals the transmission from the elements. I don't know why that would
EcoBoost. You know, Ford had some very bad 4-cylinder engines in the cheaper cars. They were absolutely horrible. Ford.
I have a 4-cylinder EcoBoost right now in the Bronco, so let's not go there.
Say a little
they had they had the Duratex. Ford had some Yeah.
Why'd you
Okay,
get a
let's not
Why'd
go.
you get a Bronco of all things?
Because they're cool. Broncos are cool. Okay,
Yeah.
he's a cool man. Manly man.
But they have like
He's
the
a he-man
off-road
because he didn't
version.
have the stomach to buy a Jeep. People who buy a Bronco have the brains not to buy it. They really want a Jeep, but a what are you wearing there that looks so good on you there? That gold, what gold flicker?
In your honor, sir.
Lucy.
in
Yeah,
your honor.
I miss mine. I must admit that is a beautiful watch to have there. Absolutely
wearing?
beautiful watch.
What do you got on?
I got my Pam.
Shitter.
Pam. I'm
What are you
wearing
wearing,
a Pam.
Shitter. Just a shitter.
Oh.
Nice little
Quartz.
quartz. Yeah, quartz. Shitter.
I bought a Bronco because I had a Lexus GX with the V8 that I loved, which is a Land Cruiser Prado in the Land Down Under. But I wanted a manual transmission again, and I missed it. So the Bronco came with a stick.
4 on the floor.
Actually, it's 7 speed because it has a crawler gear.
So basically, what you have is a millennial anti-theft system.
All 3 of our cars have millennial anti-theft systems.
Yeah.
Yes, as a millennial.
Tell me this, JD. I mean, J. Anthony, not JD, J. Anthony. J. Let me ask you this seriously. Do you honestly think modern? I was talking to my mechanic. I use an Indy. He's a bit behind the times, right?
I mean, it's probably good. Yeah.
And he said the worst BMWs now, in his opinion, are the ones that have the semi-hybrid with the gasoline. He said that's a disaster.
Yeah, they're junk. Battery goes out. Car.
And I mean, the whole thing is with all of these cars here, they're just so the whole market's changed. BMW said they're going to continue making sedans, which is good. But SUVs is where it's at. That's what everybody wants, whether it's a crossover, a baby SUV. SUVs is what people want. They have no understanding of physics because you go around a roundabout fast in an SUV. It's the software that stops you toppling over.
Speaking of JD, here comes JD, the actual real JD.
Hey, how are you? Where are you today? Tell us where you are. This looks amazing. This is in Sydney. Look at this, guys. This is Sydney. Look at this. That is absolute. Look at that. Jay Anthony, this is what you see in Australia. Okay, don't just look at the $1 million houses. But this is, look at this. And we don't have to tip in Australia either, Jay Anthony.
Don't look at the Outback.
Yeah, I hate tipping. It's worse. Everything's a tip now.
I just don't tip. It's easy. I mean, I tip at a sit-down restaurant.
They don't expect you to tip at Starbucks, do they?
Yes, they do, and I do not.
All these stupid machines default to a tip when you pay with credit card now. You have to opt out of it.
I have no problem answering that question now.
I do too.
It used to bug me. I used to feel guilty, but not anymore. I tip where you're supposed to. I tip people who are paid a tipping wage versus a regular. Anyway, that's just me.
You give a different kind of tip. I got it.
R.
Isn't that so beautiful? Look at that. This is Sydney. Don't you think this is an attractive city? Now, the only problem is the average house price in Sydney is about $3 million. But besides that,
you got a nice harbor. You can't afford to live in Sydney, but at least you go there now and again.
Exactly, Marky. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. This is just beautiful park.
When I was there, I stayed in some place on with a view of the harbor.
Yes. Harbor's expensive.
That narrows it down.
That narrows it down a long way.
Yes. I'm going to check out Government House a bit later. It's a big mansion up here. I might hop on if I'm allowed.
Super chat, little Dave, $5 tip for the Gonzo Uru. Gonzuro.
Thanks, little Dave.
Thank you. Look at that.
Thank
$5.
You, little Dave.
Oh, don't worry, JD. You're not going to see a penny of that.
That's okay. That's all right.
But it is in your honor.
I always feel sorry for the statues without arms, you know? She doesn't
How do
look
they
too happy
scratch?
about it.
How do they
No.
wave the birds away?
It's so lovely. This is Sydney. Don't you see
Yeah,
this is a beautiful place?
Not too bad.
It's so
Perfect day.
He's looking for a
Thanks.
kookaburra. Look, she's got that. Where's that kookaburra? I'm going to find it.
They're very intelligent bird. You can tell that they know what's up. They're intelligent. Unlike the bin chickens up here, you'll see walking across here. Not a fan of the bin chickens. They're filthy.
What's a
So that's
bin?
the ibis.
yeah,
So it's
they
this
go
thing
through all the
here.
rubbish and that there.
Yeah, they're always filthy. Here's
And
one
because
right here.
Aussies are such pigs, populations exploded because people just leave rubbish
Wait,
out.
what's that thing?
It's an ibis.
A
Bin
what?
chicken.
Oh,
That's
an
one
ibis.
there. That's an ibis.
We don't have any
So-
idea what the fuck that is.
Yeah,
Never
that's what,
seen
because
it.
it normally hangs around rubbish.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's near the.
Yeah,
Rufus, $5. Are super chats considered a tip?
Well,
I'll
Archie
let
does
Mark
this.
answer that.
well,
You got me into this mess, Mark.
well, here's the deal. Archie is on 0 hourly pay. 0. He works entirely for tips. This is the sum total of his pay. So of course you should tip somebody who's working to create content for you at 0 charge.
So would that be like an exotic dancer? Do they have a flat rate, or is it just tips only? How does
Same
that
principle.
work?
You know,
Okay.
I do have some experience with that, but only in Melbourne. $25 from Terry Boston.
Terry Boston, evening, Sir Chesterfield, currently out on the terrace enjoying a vintage Monte Cristo private label crafted by AJ Ferrandez. I am thinking about purchasing another Air King in the next year. It's the
Oh,
one I like most. Any insight? Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. If you
I
like
love
it
the Air
most,
King. But just
go
get the
for it.
newer one, the 126-900 with the crown guards and the 05.
The rare
I've got one
king.
of those.
Mr.
Very
You
cool.
love your Air King, don't you?
I do. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Terry, why are
I
you
love
not-
it because
why
it's a
are you
bit
not
quirky
on?
and a bit weird. Yeah, you should hop on, Terry. I'm going to hop off. I'll let you guys keep going, and I
Thank
might
you.
hop on a bit
Thank you
later.
so much for coming on, man. We really
no
do.
problem.
That's so
See you guys.
beautiful.
See you, Mark. J. Anthony.
That's
See you
that.
later.
That's the
Don't
Sydney
leave us.
Tower there. That's the
Yeah.
Westfield Tower. Electric Blue. That's in the Electric Blue video clip.
Ice House.
Is there a
Jay
restaurant at
Anthony,
the
can
top
you
of that
please
hill?
come on? If you see Yahoo Serious anywhere, bring him on the show. Okay.
Will do. See you later. Bye.
See you.
Bye. Bye.
Very interesting. Jay Anthony. Jay
Yes,
Anthony.
sir. Yes, sir.
What I wanted to ask you is, I wanted to honestly talk to you about this. I'll just take that super chat down. Thank you so much, Terry Boston. Seriously, Jay Anthony, what's happening in your world there? You're working. By the way, did you know I've had it since you jumped on? Did I tell you I've had a complete change of events? Let me tell you this, I sold $100,000 worth of watches off.
Wow. Congratulations.
Okay. And it wasn't all easy. Let me tell you this. It wasn't all beer and Skittles. I'll tell you what I sold off. I want you to tell me how much money you think I made or lost. Okay. Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it went. I sold off the Patek World Time. I sold off the Breguet Type 21. That's the gold one, the gold chronograph. I sold my wife's Cartier 18K Banois, IWC Petite Prince. I sold the JLC 18K Master Compressor. I sold the Bluesy. And I had a Seiko Prospect Save the Oceans. That's the blue dial one. Total sales, 97,450. That's Aussie. What's that? It's about 65,000 US. Do you know, did I make money, lose money? What would you say there? Tell me what you would say.
Mr. Chesterfield.
You told me that before. I think you lost money on your Bluesy. You broke even on a couple and made profit on the others. And the World Timer went to a great collector, if I recall.
Yeah,
Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Hey, Mr. Terry, we are fantastic. Great having you on.
J. Anthony, how do you
I
feel
Oh, I
about
like
the
it.
made
total
So
loss of dignity?
$250.
I know. You know, look, I contribute some. You know, when you're in a slump and everything, I don't mind contributing to your channel. So no, this
Thank you.
cigar was a gift. I hadn't had a stogie in well over like 8 months. I used to smoke a lot of them, but though it was a gift, so I haven't had a Monty in a long time. So I thought I'd enjoy it. You know, and it's really good. It's not too strong or anything. But anyways, I wanted
You
to
do
ask
like
you
a
a
big
question.
one.
So yeah, it is a big one. So I got a question I want to ask you. So if I consider purchasing another Air King next year, okay,
Yes.
buy the 36 mil or the 40 mil?
Oh, you got to get the 40 mil. Don't get the. You're a big
Yeah.
guy. You don't want the small one. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, you know, I like the looks of the beautiful black dial that they use and the numerals, you know, it's easy to read. You know, it's got extensive use for every day. You know, it's a great watch, you know, and it's made well. It's like but here's the thing, if you listen to like just like with the Milgauss, you hear most people criticize the hell out of it like it's not a good watch. But it actually is because it has everything in it appropriate, you know, for everyday wear. And the Air King is the one that represents that, and so is the Milgauss. Of course, they don't make the Milgauss anymore. However, though, you can buy them for practically the same price. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes.
yeah.
It's a good watch.
Oh, it is.
What?
It has a
What's?
decent movement in it. So,
Yeah, it
How
does.
have you been? Tell me this. How have you
Super Jet.
been?
I've been good, you know. I got the car sorted out, and we got that caught up. I got some money. It came in, so about an extra 3,500 last month from some work I did for somebody, some legal work. So they sent me a check for that. So I got my car all caught up and everything with the finance company. However, next year we are looking at buying another car that's a little bit more luxurious, maybe like an Acura or something, because
I think I would.
and
Super chat.
know.
Ken first no $2. Terry, don't pay a point over 32%
Oh no, I
interest.
won't, because we're going to use in-house financing for this instead
Terry,
of
you
third
keep saying
party.
we.
So,
We are
you know.
going to buy. We're going to find. Who is we?
Me and my mother.
Oh, nice.
I don't have I've been casually dating her since I've been in America. You know, Mark, there's actually some very beautiful men here, believe it or not, and they're not stupid.
Well, I got one
So,
right upstairs. I know this.
well, I know that your partner, but I'm talking about the no. Actually, believe it or not, there's actually some very handsome men here. And do you know something that, you know, I've actually been on a couple of dates since I've been here. I just went on one Thursday night. So he was very nice, very handsome, you know. So, and we did have a little bit of casual fun afterwards. Of course, I was safe, you know, as always, and you've got to be safe in this time and age. But, you know, I mean, he was very handsome and everything, you know. So we got along, we had a good dinner. You know, I had a Manhattan at the dinner because, you know,
What was for dessert?
Oh, I don't know exactly. I think it was, you know, a little bit of play fun, but, you know, he sort of enjoyed me and everything. So he was very nice, you know. So, you know, he picked me up and he, believe it or not, he was driving a 25-year-old Beamer and it still ran fine. So, you know, he could keep proper maintenance up on it and everything. So he picked me up and, you know, we went out to dinner. I paid for dinner, you know. So the restaurant was like an hour and 30 minutes away. Around here, like, you literally have to have a car to get everywhere because, you know,
Are you
it's like
still in West
literally.
Virginia?
Well, yeah, but I told, but didn't Archie tell you?
I don't remember.
I'm not going home until the first week of December because all the bullshit right now is going with airlines. Yeah, you hear about that? Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on with the airlines?
Well, they said there's all kinds of communication problems going on there. They said like last weekend and stuff at all the major airports in America, they shut down flights and stuff. They said
Like since I last saw you, I've been on like 4 different flights, no problems.
Yeah, but LaGuardia though they cancelled like last week and the weekend before they cancelled over 5,000 flights, and they were all, you know, because people couldn't leave. But anyways, no, we're actually leaving the first week of December. I called American Airlines because we didn't fly BA here; we couldn't get a flight, so I called American Airlines. I don't like flying American. I think they're kind of shitty. But here's the thing, though. So I spoke with the agent. They were very nice. And they said, as long as we paid the $500 booking fee, because I didn't put a return date on the tickets anyways. So they said, as long as we paid the $500.
Archie trying to get a word in.
Fuck me dead. That's expensive. $500 booking fee?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is. But they said because they changed all the regulations and shit about a year ago. That's what
Super chat. Super chat.
have been different,
Super
you know,
chat,
because
super
Delta.
chat. We got a super chat. Ken Fresno. Terry, are you hoping for the arrival of space aliens? They like butt
Do you know
stuff.
what? It's so damn funny he says that, because since I've been here, believe it or not, the nearest town, believe it or not, the month of July, they had seen nearly 23 UFO sightings. So, and they actually recorded it with people with their phones and stuff, and actually took photographs. It was even in the newspaper. So the local newspaper. So like, I think that's a possibility. Like, it's a possibility if they're going to inhabit anywhere, it might be West Virginia. So, you know, but no, I just, you know, I mean, you know, really, I didn't mind it, you know, but, you know, it's not super, super bad here. It's actually, you know, but I mean, I've had a good time so far since I've been here, you know, in everything.
You
But,
don't miss
no,
Johnny Liquid?
I hadn't seen these people in almost 8 years, you know, 7 years, 8 years. So, well, she wanted to stay a while, and I said that's fine, you know. So, but I didn't put a return date on the airline tickets. I just put down, you know, the departure date, of course, you know.
Have you had
my
a proper
book.
fish and chips since you've been here?
No, but I've had some other good food though. We went out for Italian the other night, Thursday night, and me and this guy, and the food was actually really good. It's not Olive Garden or anywhere like that, you know. Of course, I don't think that's real, anyways. But it was actually a real place, and they actually had Italians in there working and all that. So, and you know, the food was, it was almost like when you go to Italy, not entirely, but
Our
you know,
Italians are called Mexicans, by the way.
yeah, well, yeah. So, but you know, it was good. I mean, I didn't have any complaints about the food. The chicken parmesan, I mean, the Alfredo was good, and they used the real Alfredo sauce. You could tell the difference, though. You could tell the olive oil was in there. That's for certain. So yeah, I mean, it was really good, and we had some cheesy garlic knots as an appetizer. So, you know, I mean, it was all really good, you know. I mean, I think one day, eventually, you know, when and when I do get back to the UK, and when I can make it abroad, I think I might come see an Archie and invite him out to dinner, you know, and I'll pay, of course, you know, and I'll pay for dinner. So, you
Of
know, I
course.
think he'd
Well,
like that.
you don't have to
And,
say
and,
you pay
and
for
then we
dinner,
have a,
of course, because it's kind of understood, Terry,
yeah,
when it comes to Archie.
and then we'll go out for espresso afterwards. So maybe even have a stogie if you'd like.
I do like an
Jay
espresso.
Anthony. Jay Anthony.
Wake
Yeah.
up.
You've still got the Paddock 5196?
I do. I need to service it again.
Why?
I smashed it into a wall and I dented it.
How badly?
It's dented, so it's fine, but it's clearly the gold has been smushed. It's got a dent in it. I got to get it fixed again, which is ridiculous.
It's your dent, but you know what I mean?
It's what?
It's your dent. That's your personal marking.
I hate to say this. It is the most fragile watch I've ever owned. Like, disappointingly fragile. I can't believe that I've.
Oh, well, it's a dress watch. What do you expect?
For what it cost, I expected it to be more like a Rolex, but it's clearly not.
Different genre. I don't think a Breguet would be that much stronger.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm gonna get it fixed though. I've been looking at other Pateks.
Or a Vacheron. How hard did you hit it into the wall?
I did it unconsciously, so I only noticed the damage after. I think I did it on a concrete wall, so it was more of like a scraping blow, but enough to screw it up. Because I tend to wear my watches on my right wrist, although I'm not today. So they tend to grind against the walls and walking into stuff. Whatever. My big pilot's getting beat up too.
Tell me this: with
Yes,
the
sir.
watches, how do you find the bluesy? Do you love it or what?
This and the big powder, what I've been wearing the most, quite honestly. I used to wear my Yachtmaster the most, but I don't really wear it much anymore. This is funny. I mean, the thing I don't like about this watch is everybody notices this watch. Like a lot of the, like my Explorer, my Yachtmaster,
Have people
even the
said
Patek.
anything? Have they said anything?
This is like the one Rolex everybody knows what it is, right? So I've had people that don't like watches and like, oh, I love your watch. Like probably once a month somebody stops me with this thing. This is the one watch people notice, so that's kind of weird to me. But otherwise, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. I mean, you said it before. I mean, this is kind of the one watch. I don't remember, to be honest with you. Probably like 15 with tax in it. I don't remember. Something like that.
Oh, look at this. What have we got here? This is Government House. There we go. That's a 5196 dinner. The Scratchers Anonymous. This is people who've had 5196s they've dinged. This is Government House. Government House, I think.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful.
We scared Terry off.
We scared him off. Where's he gone? Oops, he's gone. Tell me this, Marky. Sorry, Jay Anthony. I wanted to ask you. You bought the bluesy. What was the reason for buying the bluesy?
As cheap as I am, every once in a while I have money burning a hole in my pocket, and so there was a point where I just decided it was time to buy, and I thought watches were cheap, and it's. So I bought this in the Big Pilot probably around the same time. It's probably when I got my bonus, if I want to remember.
At least
I bought it like March, April.
At least you're enjoying your money. That's for sure. You are enjoying your money.
I'm back.
Tell me this.
Sorry,
Would you?
reception
No
failed.
worries, Terry. That's okay. Let me ask you this: with the bluesy, is that enough? Do you feel the paddock, the bluesy? You got a speedy, haven't you?
I do. I sold the Grand Seiko. And I sold. Oh, that's beautiful, Mark.
Yeah. I could feel the wrist.
That's the Tiffany dial.
I could feel the cancer cells forming from that shitter I was wearing on my. Yeah. So continue. Carry on.
I sold off some stuff. So what I have left, Archie, is a Big Pilot IWC. I have the Bluesy. I have a Yachtmaster with the platinum bezel. I have an Explorer 2. I have my Rolex President Mother of Pearl. I have my Patek. I have my Omega Speedmaster, and a watch that I'm forgetting. I don't remember. I think I'm like 8. And no, I always want more. Of course, I always want more. I sell a couple, then I buy more. It's like it's a disease.
Yes.
We know how this goes. It's a disease.
No, I totally see what you're saying there. You're right. It is a disease. It is a tragic disease there. I must tell you, I'm happy I sold a look. I sold some watches there that were really great. The World Time was an amazing piece. I paid the car off. Sold that, paid the car off. And you know what?
I'm very proud of you. Honestly, I did not expect that. I think that's
tremendous. You've got to realize this. Cars are not an investment, just like watches are not an investment. The watch would retain more, like in 10 years' time. You'd still have your money. However, cars are a lot of fun. You must admit that, Jay. If cars weren't fun, everybody would be buying a white Camry or a Kia. Mind you, with those engines exploding in America, I don't think anyone should buy a Kia or a Hyundai. You should stay away from that garbage. Buy a Toyota. But there's more to life. There's a driving experience that you get with a European car that is worth much pain and suffering.
I think you and I have the same affliction that we like cars more than watches. I only have 3 parking spots. If I had more, I'd have more cars and less watches.
Yes, I must say I've got 2 Breguets. So I've got the 2 Breguets is all I have in precious metal. And at one stage I had 5 precious metal watches there.
I remember.
That's all I've got in precious metal. The yin and the yang.
What an entry-level collection. Those are gorgeous.
Yeah, I do love them. I kind of like them, like the one's black, one's white, ultra thin, one's automatic, one's manual wind. Those 2 are just absolutely beautiful pieces. And then I've got 4 steel stunners. 4 steel stunners. I've got the Explorer 2. I've got the Pam. I've got the Speedy. And I've got the Zenith Open Heart, which I must tell you, that's one of my favorite watches. The Open Heart is one of my favorite sports watches. Sports, I love it because it's steel. It's also doesn't have a date. I love a chronograph with no date. And I also love the fact that it is so cheap. It pisses Bear off. Bear hates it.
Cheap and nasty.
Best thing about it, Marky, is that Bear hates it. So I gotta tell you, Jay Anthony.
Yes, sir.
I actually, with the money, what did I do with the money? Okay, here we go. So I paid the BMW off.
Great choice. No more debt.
I also
I must the HELOC. He's got 2 mortgages.
Okay, so no, I
nice.
actually, let me tell you this. I did not get a HELOC. What they did is they cancelled the old loan and they gave me a new loan. Okay,
You pulled equity.
I pulled equity, but they allow me to put money back in. They got to redraw. Okay, but the problem is, I'll tell you what happened. I had the Jesus moment, Jay Anthony. I was
What
down
caused
to
it?
about. Sorry.
What caused it? What caused it? What was the catalyst?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to tell you truthfully, just because you're here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I got the refinance in September last year. Okay. And they basically gave me 150,000 Australian. It's 100 US extra. And I deliberately did the loan so that it wasn't a 30-year new loan. I said, well, I want 15, 16, I think 16 or 17 maximum, because I really wanted to get it knocked out by the time I retire. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes. Marky, your watch is gorgeous, by the way. Yes.
And what happened was,
This is the
Jay
Archie
Anthony,
Luxury Magic.
business has taken a downturn. So instead of me making a mortgage payment every month, there'd be many months I would skip it. I would always pay the car, which was $1,000 Aussie, but I would often not make.
That's a lot.
I often would not make the mortgage payment, which was I was supposed to put in 1,500 Aussie. So if you do that for 12 months, you don't make many house payments. And when I did make a house payment, then I had the termite problem. So I had to pull the money out to pay for the pest man to come. And let me just tell you this, Jay Anthony.
I'm listening.
Let me just grab this super chat. JD Montreal, $7. Mark, does Kitten love that watch when you're pounding him hard? We'll wait for him to come back.
Let me
just. Yes.
Terry, that was a good laugh, though.
Thank you.
We missed his laugh for chat too. This worked out.
That was a titillating laugh.
You know, I actually bought a Rolex pin on the.
Hey, just hang on there, guys. I haven't finished We've got JD back on. JD is back on the stream. Oh, this is Government House, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Security.
I've never been there. I heard it's expensive.
I'll just walk past here and then I'll head off.
That's beautiful.
I tried to live stream from inside there, but there's all security in every single room in there, so I had to do it sort of without the
This is
gimbal.
Government House, is it?
Yeah, New South Wales.
This is where John Howard used to live, wasn't it? Did he live here?
No, that's Kirribilli House and across the other side of the water from. This is the
Fuck, you can see why
Opera House
you'd want to
side.
live here, don't you think?
It's
Wouldn't it be great to live?
not too bad. Not too bad.
Does it normally have a fence here to keep people out?
Yes. Yeah, it's open just on weekends, and they've got like a jazz event here in a bit, so they got the chairs out for it.
So beautiful.
It's pretty nice.
When was this built? Fuck.
1800s, I'd say. Pretty nice.
Holy shit, that's beautiful.
I'll show you the front of it. They had an open day here once, and they had a classic car rally out the front there with old like Ferraris from the 50s and stuff. It was amazing. Not today, though. I'll just walk around the front of it and then I'll say goodbye
that
to you
looks
all.
like a place James Bond would meet somebody at.
Yeah, it could be. Could be. Look at the front of it. The front of it's pretty amazing. So
I thought that was the front of it, no?
No, this is the front of it here. So I'll just show you around here. So it's that.
Wow, it's like a church, isn't it?
Yeah, similar Gothic sort of styling to it. Like and castle stuff. But that's nice. We could live with that. It's weird that like some people actually live like that. Something simple. Anyway, so there you go.
Thank you so much.
No problem. See you guys.
See you later.
What
a fucking beautiful day in Sydney. Look at that. It's so beautiful.
It's like a castle.
So anyhow, Jay Anthony, let me tell you the story. I didn't finish telling you the story.
Yes, sir.
So I decided to, you know what, the business has taken a bit of a downturn. I mean, I'm not complaining. I had a number of good years, and I thought, you know what, because I thought by having these watches, it brings a bit of interest and this and that. But it wasn't. It made no difference. So I thought, righto, quickly. Sold stuff off, Mr. Anthony. I did. I sold stuff off, and I actually put a reserve back into that loan. And as we stand today, let me tell you this, Mr. J. Anthony. Let me tell you a thing or two about life. I can tell you this now.
I'm all ears.
As we stand now, I have got a buffer. I've got a buffer of 36,500 back into the home. So that's money. That's Aussie dollars. I've put money back into that credit facility. I've put it back in there. 36.5.
Right back into Termite Central.
I've also put some money away. I've got about 50,000 reserve in shares and advance payments there. Paid the car off. So I basically, all I've got is the mortgage. That's it. And I got to tell you, Jay Anthony, it's
Wait a minute. You had a lot of credit card debt. You had like 30 grand in credit cards, if I recall.
Actually, I've reduced that. I'm tackling that as well.
Reduced it to what? Because you said all you've got is the mortgage, and we just uncovered credit card debt.
Oh, it's credit card debt. It's got a little bit
high interest rate consumer debt.
Yes.
Archie, cut him a break. Archie, all I had to do was leave you for a couple of months and you got all your shit together. I'm pretty proud of you.
Wow, I got to tell you, Jay Anthony, I want to look at retirement. In my country, we got a 401k. You can't touch it until you're 60. My wife's got 4 years to go before she's 60. I want to use that money to pay off the house.
What are you going to
By the way, I've ruled out getting divorced. The divorce is off. The divorce is officially off now.
Are you?
I can't afford to get divorced. I can't afford to get divorced.
I'm sorry, weren't you just in China?
Does she still have her Audi, Archie, that you got her?
No, she's got an innie.
Yeah, I wanted to sell one of the Breguets off. There's a little bit owing on her Audi. I wanted to pay that off.
She has an innie. Mine has an Audi. His has an innie.
I remember us discussing the great value you got in the floor mats on that car. There was a lot of built-in value in that deal.
Yes.
Floor mats.
Yes. It's actually, the Audis are lovely. Actually, I'm thinking about maybe, do I need the Beamer? I might get rid of it. You know what I'm saying?
And don't service it.
Don't service it?
Don't put good money if you're going to get rid of it. You need 2 cars?
No, unemployed people don't need to have transport.
Yeah, you don't go anywhere. Why don't you drive your wife to work and then you have a car all day?
Isn't insurance on that car expensive too? I mean, it's not cheap to run, is it?
Because at least one of you.
Of course not. You ask AI, how much income do you need to buy a BMW 330i M Sport? It'll tell you need to earn 100 to 150,000 a year. Do you understand that or not?
I do.
Like, they're not cheap cars. Do you understand?
I do. And the people I know that buy them don't make that money and shouldn't be driving them. And the people I know that make that money or more drive economical cars like Hondas and Fords.
Do you guys watch repo channels on YouTube?
Oh yeah, I love Operation Repo.
Okay, so there's this one guy, he's called the GOAT, the greatest of all time repo. He literally put that thing down. The dude was washing his car in one of those car wash bays. And
oh yeah.
He literally, have you seen that video? He literally pulled it right out of the bay while the guy was holding the fucking wand. That is like the best repo I've ever seen in my life.
Internet clout, yeah.
Yeah.
The only good news is that there's no repos happening on my car if it's paid off, Jay Anthony.
Unless it's collateral against a loan that goes unpaid.
Well,
but yes,
Jay
I agree
Anthony,
with that.
J. Anthony, here's the good news. They're not going to repo the car out of the house. The bad news is they could take the entire house off of top of the car. And then the only thing sitting on that piece of land is going to be a broken down Beamer with a bad transmission.
The non-service transmission.
Yeah.
Mac Lobster, $5. Art, somebody needs to say it. It's Saturday night and you're killing us with this bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mac Lobster. We're back to normal programming. I just wanted to fill. But Jay Anthony, I got to tell you, I want to retire. I think I am semi-retired. What do you think?
I mean, I think you got a good gig going if this is what you do every day.
Okay, let me tell you this. I did my tax return. Okay. The unfortunate news is last financial year I earned 45,000 Australian. That's 30 US. Ouch.
Yeah, but you know
That's why I wasn't making those house payments, okay? Because my money's come down. But you know what? I've cut my expenses quite considerably.
weren't you just in China? Weren't you traveling?
Asia's cheap.
Yeah, I get free accommodation. I stay with friends.
Friends?
They're bored. They're bored. They're basically old couple who are so bored. They say, come over. You can stay with us. We'll take you out. They just kind of treat me like a
son.
I'm like a dog that doesn't shit in the lounge room. Okay.
You're like the son that they sleep with.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That's Mark's way of saying he feels like he wasn't invited and he's a little upset about that.
I'm good. Archie likes 70-year-old women.
Look, I like anyone who's got a fully paid off house and I don't need to pay for hotel.
I like their grandsons.
You know, I got to be honest with you, Jay Anthony. Seriously, I've been really doing a lot of talk, a lot of watching videos on retirement. Do you watch retirement video? Any of you guys watch?
I do all the time.
You know, Norm died. I'm still trying to get over Norm dying. Do you know who we're talking about, Jay Anthony? Let's see what a guru he is.
He was such a nice guy. He was Canadian.
Norm.
I
don't think so.
I love him.
Yeah.
I don't understand what happened to Norm. Do you?
She did. I'm not sure she said. She just said it was sudden. So I'm guessing it must have been a cardiac event.
I know.
Why are you echo?
I think it's you, Marky.
It was probably the salted caramel ice cream and stogies and single malt scotch.
I got to be honest with you.
Sounds like Archie's diet.
It's ridiculous. He was a lovely guy. Norm was a lovely guy. It was Tina and Norm. They always have Tina and Norm. They were so with it. And you know what? Norm had a BMW. Did you know that? He was living the lifestyle. Did you know Norm had a BMW when he was living in England? And they left England because he got sick of pretending to be something they weren't. And I got to tell you, I love my Pam. Look at this Pam. All right, I just adore. That's one.
You know what? Now when you do stuff like that, it makes me understand why Narc used to take you off the air.
The Pam. I love my Pam.
I love the strap on that.
Yeah, I got that in Geneva. Actually, that's an original Pam strap. It is absolutely.
I have no money. I bought this Pam and the strap in Geneva.
It is beautiful.
The only thing I found with the bluesy is I fucking scratched the gold so badly. You know what I mean? Like you think the gold in the middle doesn't get scratched. I scratched and I dinged it. Oh, it just.
Oh, do you not have Cape Cod cloths? They call them. This polish is right.
Yeah, no, I put a deep. I don't want to.
I love it.
But I tell you what, I do miss it. If you wanted a one and done, I think the bluesy is the way to go. I just needed to get some money in urgently. Okay.
I totally respect what you did.
I needed money. I needed money urgently.
What do you have? What do you have left to sell?
Well, I've got the two Breguets.
Yeah, but what about other? Do you have any other collectibles? Like, are you stuck with too many boxes, luggage, valuable pens, steam toys?
I think Chief Tits run out of money for the moment.
Oh, that's sad.
I sold him a briefcase. That was good. I sold that. I put the money into. You know what? I'm less looking at buying more stuff. I'm just looking at minimalizing things. Look at Jay Anthony's room compared to mine. I got shit everywhere. Look at his room. Look at Jay Anthony's room. He's got a beautiful All he's got is a. I could actually sit down there.
It's
We've got
clean.
the same cabinet.
Unlike
We've got
Chief
the
Tip.
same cabinet. You notice that, Jay Anthony? Same cabinet.
I know we do. You see what's above it?
Yes, I love your Amiga picture.
That's an original artist drawing.
And Archie, I love your hoarding clutter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Archie, that's Japan and Hong Kong behind me. Those are pictures I took. Maybe we saw each other, didn't know.
Oh wow, yeah, no, that's fantastic.
How do you feel about a fried dumpling for breakfast, Jay Anthony?
Not a fan.
Not a fan? No, because like that oil gets used up.
Oh,
over and
cheap
over and over.
tit, $3. Get rid of that modern BMW and get an 850i. You know what? They are
E31, E31 850i. Are we talking about? Or are we talking about a modern one? The modern ones suck. The N63 is a terrible engine. Do not buy that car.
He's got to be talking about the vintage.
Actually, what about the 840? The 840 is not a bad car. That's got the B58 in it.
That would be better. If we're talking about E31 with the V12, this is a great car. I agree with you. I actually have a model of this car right here. 1 second. To convince you.
I got to tell you, Mark Goldberg, it is an absolute pleasure having you on here.
Is it? Are you sure? I'm happy to be here, but I have needled you a little bit today.
That's okay.
You know what, though? Sometimes what happens is I feel like I'm channeling my inner rancher, and I just can't stop.
Archie, your next car is right here.
Is that 1 to 18? Well, what scale is that?
That's 118. So I got you. You know me. You and I collect the same crap.
You know, I love those. They are so
Are the
beautiful.
headlights on? Does that have like lights?
Yeah, it's got pop-up headlights.
Yeah, it does. I love these cars. 850 CSI is the one I want. I've been looking for one.
Yeah. How much can you get them for in America now?
They're like low six figures, but they're really hard to find parts for.
Why is that? Why they had to get parts for? Fuck, they used the same engine in so many things.
Super jet.
The E31 in general, they didn't make a lot of them, and a lot of them aren't around anymore.
$3, old 850 or 840 one, of course.
Great answer.
Jeez, I didn't realize that. Were they that hard to get parts for?
What I'm talking about is the CSI. The 850s, you can buy them in the US for like 20 or 30,000, but they're just not known to be very reliable because everything is duplicated, right? It's got 2 engine control modules and 2 throttle bodies. Everything is double. It's 2 straight 6s bolted together. The V8s are okay, but they had the Alisil-Nickesil problem where the liners went out on them.
Jaguar had that same problem, didn't they?
Yeah, because we have crappy gas in the US.
What?
We get the better stuff.
Oh, your gas is so bad?
Our gas is not as good as what people get in Europe. I know that. That's why the Germans didn't count on it being so crappy.
Oh,
I think we get lower octane. I don't remember exactly, but it's not as good as it wasn't what they get in Europe. That was a surprise. So I think 1995 especially, they swapped out a bunch of motors in those cars, in the 7 series and the 5 series. E34, E38, E39.
I love the E38. That's such a beautiful car.
A gorgeous car. Yes.
Yeah.
And
I don't feel cars are anywhere as attractive now that they've electrified. I don't know if it's the electric has killed the car passion.
I hate them.
But you know, the saddest thing is, Jay Anthony, roadsters are dying. Remember the Mercedes, the SLK, SLC, that's gone. The Z4, there's rumors it's going to stay, but there's also rumors it's going to go.
Well, the super equivalent's going away. So you're right. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do.
Aren't they building the super Toyota's going to have their own in-house one or not?
Yeah, which means BMW won't have the volume to justify the Z4 possibly. So you're right. I don't know what's going to happen. Just the Boxster.
And the Boxsters, they're not killing the Boxster, but that's a big money maker for Porsche, isn't it? Or not?
There was a rumor they were going to become all electric and basically turn into electric cars, and Porsche just backed up on that, thankfully. So we'll see what happens. This was supposed to be the last generation of naturally aspirated internal combustion Boxsters.
Chief Tit, old 850 or 841, of course. The 8s weren't a great engine, but you remember they had a 3-liter, BMW had a 3-liter V8?
They had it in the E38 7 Series, right? They had it in the E34 5 Series, the 530i and the 730i, right?
Yes.
And there was a 735 too. I can't remember what that was.
And we've got Chief Tit, $3. Oh,
Yeah.
or a SR129 500 SL. That Mercedes, they're actually a nightmare because there's so much computerized stuff. I love the look of those. Remember those R129s?
Yeah, I've driven quite a few. The problem with those cars is the early ones, they used a biodegradable wiring harness, which goes bad and the car runs like shit. And then I think the top had like hydraulic rams too that leak and causes a whole bunch of problems.
Actually, that hydraulic, that leaking, that fucking is embarrassing when when you're in the car and it starts pissing hydraulic fluid.
Yeah, that car though was the last Mercedes you could get a stick shift. The 300 SL, they made a manual version.
I didn't know that. We never got that in Australia.
300 SL, the early ones, you could get a manual with a straight six.
See,
And they had the
I
500.
gotta be honest with you. My dad had the Mercedes. It really wasn't a quality car. Can I say that to you?
Post 1997-ish, they're pretty much not.
My dad had a 2018 C-Class. What's that? The W205, I think it was. And 2018. And it was so much plastic. You open the engine bay, fiddly fucking plastic, and you think, oh, this isn't, it's not really, it wasn't cheap.
No.
It wasn't a cheap car. And
The 190 to me is the last real C-Class size car that Mercedes did right.
yes, you know, they had a poverty version of that called the 180E. Did you know that?
I did not know that, no.
In Australia, we had the 180E because the 190E was so, and the 190E, by the way, that had a 2-liter engine in it. I don't know if you know that, but they couldn't call it a 200E because they already had an E-Class that was a 200E. So that's what they called it, a 190, even though it had a 2-liter engine. And what they did is in Australia, we actually got, because, and I remember they came out in 1992 and they were 1.8 liter, 45,000, just under the luxury car bracket. And those Mercedes, oh, it was, because a Mercedes before that, a Mercedes was so expensive. That was like a $70,000 car. This is for Australia. And then the 180E came out. Oh my God, it was just so revolutionary. They also had, you know how you had
2.3. Did you get that?
Sorry?
Did you get the Cosworth as well? The one 2.3 Cosworth or no?
See, I was always somebody who I aspired to things I could afford. You see?
Yeah, I definitely see that.
You know, like you guys never had models. Like, you guys are so lucky in America. You got so many better stuff than we did, you know. But you had those ugly fucking US bumpers. What was that idea? I mean, I don't understand. You guys had the ugliest bumper. You destroyed so many beautiful car designs.
Yeah, the Countach, the Testarossa, there's several cars we absolutely obliterated the looks of. I agree.
And I've got to tell you, tell me this. You've been away for a while. You were overseas. How was that? Were you overseas?
Yeah, I've been overseas. Not most recently, I was in Taiwan, and then I'm about to go back to Europe. I love going overseas.
For work or for pleasure?
Pleasure. For work, I mostly travel within the U.S. So, I mean, the most recent travel I was in, Lake Tahoe, Cape Cod, Aspen, Vail.
Jefferson Exotic, $5. A-grade car talk. Yes.
Put everybody else to sleep. Thank you, Jefferson.
I want to ask you something. Please talk to me, okay? So my BMW, it's the 4-cylinder turbo. You know, I wish it was the 6, but it is what it is, right? At least it doesn't have, I've got real buttons for the air conditioning. I don't have to use a fucking menu.
I hate that.
The model after they did an update, and all they did is they put this massive fucking LCD screen. in
Same
the
with
car.
mine. I've got the last one with actual fucking buttons.
Yeah, I actually want to keep it because it has real buttons,
100%.
and it doesn't. My car also doesn't have any battery boost. Like a lot of them, they have the B48s with the battery boost. So when you're at the lights, you got the instant go because they've got the. Now, when that battery fucks up, let me tell you something, Jay Anthony. It's fucking expensive. You know.
I have legitimately looked at M3s, I'd say a couple times, and M2s the last couple of years, and anything new BMW scares the crap out of me. I'm afraid of it.
Oh, you're scared of anything new BMW?
Was it like Isle of Man green? I think it is. They have on the M3 here with like a caramel interior.
That
I love that car. The grill looks ridiculous, but you can put a license plate to cover it up.
I'm going to show you something. Let's share screen. I'm going to build a car with you, Jay Anthony, in Australia.
Let's do it. Let's make this car talk.
Let's get this some little bit of car talk at the end. So this is the BMW site. Okay, continue. Okay, price and build. Okay, so what are we going to price? Oh, see, I hate these electric shit, don't you? Electric, fuck off, electric. Then they've got plug-in hybrids, right? Fuck off. Then they've got petrol. Okay, see, you notice the way this website is. Do you notice that it's all, what do we got first coming up? Well, as soon as you go into their site, electric.
The crap they can't sell.
I don't want electric.
They can't sell it. That's why they're putting it first.
Plug-in hybrid next. Then it's petrol.
I hate the new M5. What the hell did they do to it?
Look at this. The actual sedans, they're way down the list. Look at this, way down the list. Okay, so we've got. Okay, let's go for
you get
a
the
3
M3
series.
Touring.
Okay.
Oh, you get the M3 Touring. I don't get that here.
Okay, so let's have a look at this. See, this is the 3 series. We've got view all engine options. See, what engines have we got? We've only got 2, 330 or the 340, right? Okay.
The 340 is the
that's
B58,
also got
right?
X-Drive. In America, you can get the 340 rear-wheel drive or X-Drive. You can get either, see? So, okay, say you look at it, just a 4-cylinder one. Then if you have a look at the paint, what's a cool color? I've got the Portimo. They've got, look at this. That's $7,000
for special paint. That's stupid. It'll add no resale value.
$1,500 for metallic, right? $1,500. What wheels? I like the blacked out wheels, 19-inch alloy. Look at that. And then you have a look. What color? I like the oyster interior. Okay, but let's face it. You'd have to. Oh, okay. I'll be honest with you. You'd have to go for black interior, don't you think? You'd have to. I mean,
I would have to go for an M to get the manual transmission.
Black interior is what you'd have to do. Well, we don't have the manual transmission. Okay?
I know. I'm done with BMW.
So this car here, okay. So this car here is 103,000 in Australia. A 330i M Sport, $103,000. That's a lot of money, don't you? That's 70,000 US, 65,000 US. See, that's a lot of money, don't you think?
Yeah, but how much is that? How much of that is Australian taxes?
Well, okay, so you got to put it into US dollars, right? So $103,000, 103 AUD to USD, 68,000. So what would you get? Yes.
If I was going to spend 68 in the US on a BMW, I'd go up another $6,000 and buy an M2 with no options on it.
We've got JD.
This is
He's at the. this.
affordable cars, Arch. This is what you should be going for.
That Countach
Look
has
at
no
this.
American bumpers on it either, which is even better.
Yeah, that were modified, weren't they? Because they
This is
didn't
Lego.
comply and they had the
Lego.
big
What do you
bump
think
at
of
the
that?
front. There you go.
I love
Or
Countach. Oh,
classic.
Cobra. Yeah.
Cobra's cool. Cobra's cool. But yeah, I mean, this is the affordable side of things, I think.
Oh,
Can we
Lego
pause
store.
and just talk about how ridiculously expensive Legos are now for plastic parts?
Yeah, I'll show you a big one that just came out, and that's the Death Star, the new Death Star, which is $1,000 US. It's over here.
let's go have a look. Death Star.
I saw it through here. Here it is. Down here. Actually, that's not a price. It's this one here, which is $1,000 US. I hear there's no price listed here.
$1,000. Wow.
$1,000.
Controversy because it's like a slice. It's not actually a whole cylindrical object. It's actually like that's all it is from the side. So that's all these nerds are super angry about this online. If you see YouTube, super angry about it. But
Why
as
are
a
they
kid,
angry?
I mean,
Expensive or what?
both. It's expensive. The minifigs are reused ones. None of them are special. Missing printing from the legs. You think we're annoying people with the watch space. These Lego nerds are way worse than that. But yeah, this is more your style. I mean, this is something you can afford. It's no problem. Daytona, come on.
How much is that?
700.
Fuck, that's so expensive.
700. Yeah, that's cheap. It's on
McLaren?
sale. $299. I like the Mercedes one, that new one. That's pretty cool. 300 Australian. But there you go. That's a bit more affordable.
See, that's not cheap, is it? Don't you think?
No, but it's always it's sort of always been, I think, expensive generally, this stuff. But as a kid, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Oh, there you go. Is that Ducati? No. There we go.
That's a
Amiga.
Ducati.
Racing yacht. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
$199. Oh, Super Mario Kart. I like that. Anyway, better go. Take care.
Thank you.
Enjoy the watch talk. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See, Jay Anthony, you know what? I think honestly, I'll be honest with you, that is fucking expensive stuff. You know, those cars, that is really dear. Let's have a look. Okay, so that's how much my car would cost now, right? So it's 100,000. Okay, let's change that. Let's. You know what car really excites me? If I was to buy one, I'd probably go for an M2. You hit it on the head there, an M2, right? Now, you know, with the 2 Series, you don't want the coupe. You don't want the 4-door because that's front-wheel drive. You've got to get the M. Let's have a look at an M2. Here we go, M2 coupe.
I think you got to go down one more line. I think you got the 2 Series.
Okay, so the thing is, this is the. Would you get an M2 or an M240i? See, I think that's good enough.
I would get an
See?
M2.
This is the M240. This is not it's not an M2, but this is probably enough. You know what I'm saying?
They dropped the manual
What color
transmission
would I
option.
get? Let's get that Porter mode. Let's have a look. Can we even get that? Let's have a look. I like the black wheels. The upholstery. M Sport Pro. What's it got? M lights, M Sports brake, and M. Look at that, fucking $1,400. Okay, we'll take that. It's got the M lights shadow line, M Sport brake red, and the M seatbelt. Okay, fair enough. 118,000. What do you think of that? Is that a nice car or what?
I think in the US,
But what you're saying is that's not a.
I would not buy it because it's not a manual
proper
transmission.
M2.
And also, in the US, that car would be worth 20% of
That
that value.
ZF,
in like 5
that
years.
ZF gearbox is amazing, but do you understand? Okay, we'll change it. Okay,
Sure.
that
I
ZF
want 3 pedals.
gearbox is amazing.
I've driven them. I don't like them. I don't want a robot driving my car.
Okay, so that was the M. We went for the M2.
The Z4 has a manual in it now too.
That's the
at least
M
in the US.
models. M2. See, they've got the M models, but you want the M2. Okay, let's look at the M2. If you want to get the M2 version, this is more beefier. Okay, that's the M2.
Manual.
Oh, you can
Thank
get
you.
manual. There we go. That's the transmission we want is manual. That's
Yes.
what you want. What color would you want there? Let's go for Portimo blue. Oh, you can specify any $6,000 for paint.
Yeah, no, thank you.
This is the inside. Look at this inside. That is beautiful, don't you think?
Doesn't even need any options. I'll take it like this. What's the out the door base one? I just need heated seats.
Okay, we don't need. Do you want? We'll go for the red. We'll go for the red as well. Okay, just it's no cost extra. Okay.
All right, it's free.
Oh, I don't even want the Alcantara steering wheel. That's the most dumbest idea. You want the leather. The Alcantara, that it gets so grubby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you sweat, it gets nasty. I agree.
Okay, 140,000.
In the US, this car is like 72. So what is that Australian? The US.
Okay, so 138. 138. That's 91,000. How much is in America? 91 US.
It's like 72 in the US, which means you're paying a lot more money for the same car.
Yeah.
Suckers.
Yeah. That's for a manual?
You're getting taxed. Yeah, well, I'll build one right now on my screen because I have the US website up. Well, you can get to the US website too. The M2 starts at $68,200 in the US.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So if I do no options in the manual, it's $62,000. You're overpaying by 30 grand.
Yeah, wow. That's just life.
It's the I live in Australia tax.
It is.
You know, Singapore is vicious. That's one of the most vicious countries in the world for cars.
I've heard that.
Absolutely vicious.
Vicious.
So this is why. Oh, Jimmy, BMW Z3 Coupe, another cool car, a bit controversial this time, but you like it. Jimmy, I know what you're talking about. The clown shoe. I have the Roadster of that car. Just drove it today.
I love it. Tell me this, you know, the M2, is that really the successor to the M3 coupe? You know, like Doc has got the E46 M3. Is this M2? That's probably the successor. Like the M4 is like a fucking 6 Series used to be, isn't it?
Size-wise, yeah. The
What do you reckon?
E34, yeah, I mean size-wise, yeah. The E34 5 Series is smaller than your 3 Series, if I remember.
You know, my G20 3 Series is bigger than a early 2000s 5 Series.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I will say though, my significant has a current Miata, and my M Roadster is bigger than the Miata though. So my car is 25 years old, so I don't know. Not everything's gotten bigger.
They destroyed it by getting bigger. No reason. They destroyed it.
All the safety requirements. You need a crash cage basically to protect you in an accident.
It's ridiculous. I don't know what to say really, Jay Anthony. What do you think is the future for cars? Like, how if you bought one of these M2s, how long do you reckon it'd last?
I think I've heard people say, I think you and I talked about this, it might have been you, that like 7 years to the first major problem, which to me is nowhere near enough.
If you really looked after it. See, I think you kind of trash your cars a bit. I wouldn't buy a car from you personally.
I mean, my BMW is 25 years old and has been great. The stuff that's broken, I fixed myself for not that much. I would trust my BMW over this BMW for 5 years of ownership, no questions.
I see. You would trust your BMW over
My
this
BMW. My
This would be
BMW has
good.
a lot
This
of
would be
plastic.
good for the first 3 or 4 years, wouldn't it?
It's a lot faster, but it has numb steering and it's just too many computers.
Super good.
Thoughts on the imminent
Would you
rise of
prefer- Mac Lobster, $5. Jay Anthony, thoughts on imminent rise of personal aviation craft?
Real quick on trashing cars, I let my BMW warm up. I actually have an oil temp gauge and a coolant gauge, and they're both in the green zone before I ever do anything to it.
So how long do you let it idle for? How long do you start it and before you drive off?
About 2 or 3 minutes, and then I don't go over like 3,000 RPM until both gauges are in the warm area, which is about 200 degrees. It shows up. So I don't thrash my car. My car is heavily tuned. It's a Dyna in stage 4, so I'm even more gentle with it. Thoughts on the imminent rise of personal aviation aircraft? It scares the crap out of me. People can't drive cars. I assume they're going to be automated, but still, that idea of people flying over my head in personal aircraft sounds frightening. What do you think, Arch?
Archie's gonna need a heavy duty one.
Yeah.
Superjet.
What scares? Yeah, flip mode 45, $10. G'day, Pontiff. I'd go for a stick shift. You betcha.
Yes.
Archie, can you guys see Archie in a jetpack? I just picture you like spinning, unable to land. Whee!
Very, very dangerous, I think.
Agreed. Yes. I don't like heights. So I'm going
Tell me
nowhere.
this, Jay Anthony, is this sort of car here, would you rather get an M2 manual like this or a Boxster?
So I'm looking at spending that money on another car right now, and what I'm looking at is 996
A
turbo.
new one?
No.
A new one or a sorry?
So I have that money set aside to buy another toy, and that money is not going to go towards a new BMW. It's going to go towards a 996 turbo or 997 turbo Porsche. I want a car that's reliable.
How much money do you need to retire? Can I ask you that, Jay Anthony? How much money do you need to retire?
25 times expenses.
I would prefer not to answer that because then my argument would be I could already retire in theory. But
greedy bastard. Hey, I thought you only had 3 parking spaces. If you get a new car, what's going to go?
BM Roadster.
What?
I've been looking for a twin turbo Porsche for a couple of years. I haven't found one yet. So, I mean, the Roadster is great. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But I've always wanted a turbo. And my neighbor, I think I told you this, my neighbor has a 99 1.2 Carrera S that I've been driving this summer. And it just makes me want to go buy a turbo even more.
I thought you were going to buy it off him.
Yeah, he comes back in a couple of weeks. We'll see if he wants to part with it. But I kind of want the turbo more because it's a Carrera S, which is a nice car, but it's a standard Porsche. I think having a turbo would be more special long term and would hold its value better. But some people think the 991 is like another collectible in the future. I don't like the current 911.
What year is his car?
This is a 2019, I think.
How much do you reckon it's worth? What do you reckon it's worth?
Probably about $105, 110 US. He's got 15,000 miles on it, and it's a 7-speed with the sport package, sport chrono, heating, cooled seats, and a couple other little things. But it's a tan interior. I don't like the tan interior as much.
So what color was it outside? Sorry.
It's a dark blue.
Oh, that's lovely with the tan. How could you not love that?
It is a beautiful car. It's just big. I like the older Porsches better. They're smaller cars. The 991's a lot bigger than the 997 and the 996. And
speaking of BMW M3, Doc, what do you think of this M2? You don't like the M2?
Well, I caught some of what you guys were saying in the car talk section. The M2 basically is like the old E46 in modern guise because it's about an inch shorter than an E46. So basically they're the same size, and I'd rather have the E46 because I don't like all the touchpad stuff. I don't like the start button. I'd rather have a key and turn the key and get it started. I don't want a car that someone can hack and turn my brakes off. It's just not fun.
I agree with you, Doc. The E46 to me is a better car. Even the E90, which has rod bearing problems, to me is a much better car than this.
Well, it's certainly cheaper because, you know, you can get into one for less money, and even if you spend
That's because it'll break on you. It'll break on
but
you.
even if you spend the money on the engine repair, it's still cheaper than if you bought the new one.
Archie, you're telling me you wouldn't want a high revving V8 with a manual transmission and climate control buttons and no touchscreens, or you want a plastified turbo V6 or turbo straight six with way more computers than NASA ever had, and it basically lets you decide through computers what you get to do with it.
And if we're on Car Talk, I have a very quick story that put a few of the punters asleep.
I'm game.
I came out of a grocery store and someone dented my hood, probably a truck, because it only got the hood. It didn't get the bumpers. It didn't get the most of the car, just the hood. But anyway, I took it to a body shop to have it repaired. And the insurance company said, "Oh, that's a 2005 BMW. It's totaled."
Ha!
And of course, my guy said, "What? What are you talking about?"
Awesome.
And because it's an M3, it was not totaled. So
Can you hear me?
if you can
Sorry,
afford to
Doc.
stretch to an M, you're much better off if you want to have something that's partly an investment. That's
Look at
I
this.
agree with
This
you.
is the Carrera. I love the Carrera. This is a Skipper. Whose Skipper is that?
It looks
it's
like
just
bears.
yeah, I know. It sits well on the wrist. So just that Tag Heuer in Sydney.
Yep.
Look at that. Not too
It
bad,
looks
is it?
beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
The
so
rose gold
gorgeous.
one's
I love
really
the
nice.
retro.
Yeah, it's
Nice
gorgeous.
and
Gorgeous.
retro.
I think Bear still has one. I know he used to have
I
one.
think he does. I think he does.
It's like the
but
only
that's-
dog that I actually like.
I like that
Were
they
you
put
wearing
the
your
date window.
Monaco?
That's mine there.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
That's your. That's permission to try anything you like in the store.
That's what I
I
figured.
like that they put the date window at 6 on both of those watches.
Yeah, and it's
As-
discreet. The running seconds down there. The running seconds you can barely see at the 6 o'clock there. But I love it. I think it's very cool. But
It
as
is
a
very cool.
go-to, I think that's the Skipper's the one to go for. I love that. I think it's really cool.
Oh, what's the other
We
one
got-
there with that
We got
sexy
some other
strap?
ones
Look at that
that were
strap.
brought
Well, that's
out to look at.
gorgeous.
Look at
that.
this. So what's this one? What do you call this?
It looks like a variant of a yachting version, but
It's like a
not.
Hodinkee Seafarer type.
That's a Hodinkee.
A European edition, apparently. What's
Why does it got the?
Wow.
Why does it have the nuclear waste symbol on there?
Because it's Hodinkee.
website? So it's a Hodinkee
Hodinkee.
version. Is it limited to a number?
Probably.
500. 500 of them. Only one in Australia. Individually
Wow.
numbered.
I don't think you
That's
get a
nice.
discount on it there.
I don't think so. Nice coal mill chronograph there. Is that a TH20 movement in that? Look at me dropping tag knowledge. Whoa, look at this.
And what's the
I
one
think-
next to it there?
I'd rather
It's
have a
just the,
Skipper.
Oh, that's
it's
so
just the
beautiful.
Golf one. I wanted them to get out the current one, the new Caliber 11 Golf,
Yeah.
but they've sold out. I did try one
Oh,
on.
wow.
It's so beautiful.
They came out with a Caliber 11. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's a white dial, black sub dial
Oh,
version
wow.
with a white strap with it has orange stitching down the side of it.
Why wouldn't
But
they come
that's
out
the
with the
standard one.
original blue dial Caliber
Oh, I
11?
mean, they've got that as
No,
well.
no, this is the
but
golf
it's not the
version, Doc.
special
He said it's
golf
the golf
livery one.
version. It's the golf
just-
version, Doc. That's what he
That's
said.
really interesting. That's interesting, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I love that.
I'd rather have
pattern
a
on
skipper
that.
though. I think the skipper's nicer.
Yeah, like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah,
personal
it
preference, I
fits
suppose.
beautifully. So that's 38 millimeter, the skipper. 39. 39. It's not too thick either.
No,
Raised glass.
the original skipper was, I think, 36. I think it was nice that they went up in the size a little bit. With
I
the
mean,
reissue.
I'm biased, but that's better. Exactly. But there you go. Anyway, bit of watch talk. But let me know what you think about it. And,
Rancher chat.
there we go. See you, Mark.
JD.
See you, everybody.
JD.
Take it easy,
There we
man.
go. See you guys.
Gentlemen, sir.
See you later.
JD. JD.
Nice to get
Thanks,
some quality
Chat.
gonzo in there.
Super chat. Super chat.
Super chat. Super chat. The Rancher, $2. Love. Rancher loves HR. Thank you,
Yeah.
Rancher. I gotta tell you something. Do you honestly think that J. Anthony, that new M2 would be landfill in 10 years?
I think I think you and I talked about this. U.S. car culture is people don't take care of cars here. So the third or fourth owner is going to buy it on a secondhand lot for $15,000 and drift it into a pole, and it's going to end up totaled and with multiple check engine and airbag lights and the whole Christmas tree lit up. So do I think there's going to be a bunch of those cars in 10 or 15 years? Probably not. And the ones that are left are going to be beat to hell. But I feel like in Australia, maybe, because you take better care of your more expensive cars there.
I think
Yeah.
they're overly electronic now, so that's also part of the problem. It's a
You need a
throwaway
$20,000
culture, and as
computer.
soon as the electronics go, it's time to toss it.
It'll be economically unfeasible to keep on the road. That's true.
See, the problem is by the time your transmission goes in those BMWs, hence the reason I want to change the fucking oil.
Super chat.
That transmission is like 15,000 to change. You realize that?
Well,
Rancher.
I would sell your car and buy a good condition E39 5 Series that's been serviced that'll cost you nowhere near that to keep on the road for 5 years.
E39.
Yeah, those cars are bulletproof. I have a neighbor next to me that has a 2000. She's been driving since new. It's got, I think, almost 200,000 miles on it. It's like looks brand new. They just
And
need
honestly,
basic service.
it's a more
get a trans-
attractive car.
Yeah, you can
Super
get
chat.
parts for nothing on them. They're super cheap to fix. They're reliable. You can have Apple CarPlay put into the dash. Just buy one of those.
We got a super chat. The Rancher, $2. Rancher, I don't know what that is. Something cattle.
Rancher punches Minotaur.
Oh, it's a punching cattle. Rancher punching Minotaur.
Minotaur. Yes, Minotaur.
I gotta ask you something seriously.
Jay
Is
Anthony.
anything available today going to be like my BMW? Even if I look after it and cherish it, it's not going to be really worth terribly much, is it?
That's why
I
I told
love
my
the-
story.
Well, think about
Sorry?
this, Archie. You and I both know the value of buying watches pre-owned. Cars are the
Yes.
same way. Buy a used car that you know is reliable, that's already depreciated. Why would you buy a new car? The Bronco I bought new, which I wanted to stick, and was the only one I could buy. But otherwise, I would never buy a new car.
And similar to watches, if you go for the lowest level, it's going to be worth the least down the line.
I got to say this. There's something about a new car, but it's got the new car smell. It's got the...
You know, you can buy new car smell and spray it in your car. I've done it.
There's a smell of old BMWs and the leather and the creaking of the plastic that gives just certain ambiance you can't recreate in new cars.
Well, they have a spray. You can spray it in the car. I was going on a date. I said, let me see if this stuff really works. She's like, oh, I love your new car. She had no idea it was a 2005.
Do you know that
You
there's
know,
a spray?
I didn't know these stories with Doc, you know. He
There's
sort
a
of... We got
spray you
Roy joining
I'm
us.
telling
Hey,
you what
Roy.
happened. I'm telling you.
Hey,
what
how's
happened.
everybody
I have
doing?
much imagination.
How you been, Roy? Roy, how have you
Good,
been?
good. Very
Are you
good.
ready for some car talk, Roy?
That's why I joined. I was enjoying
Mr.
the
Viper?
car talk.
Actually,
Yeah.
both you and Jay Anthony had Vipers, right?
I don't know if he did or not. I don't know who he is.
Oh, he didn't.
I've driven them, but no, I haven't had one.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm not looking at the screen, so I see we have J. Anthony actually on. I don't know if I've actually been on the stream with J. Anthony, so yeah. But
I'm not that special. It's nice to see you.
no, but it was interesting to, like I said, the BMW talk I can appreciate, even though I'm not a big fan of that brand. So, but the one thing I will say, as far as like when I, was listening there, the talk about like buying new versus used, I agree. I would say like 90% on it, but man, did we have a weird period of time over the last, 4 years. And I ended up with 2 new cars because of that, and that's typically not the way I would have gone.
What new cars did you have, Roy?
My Mach-E for myself, and then the Lightning for my wife.
I never understood the Marquis. Is that a Mustang or is that a?
Well, they call it a Mustang. It's a
I
fucking
don't
Ford
understand. It's
crossover.
nothing like a Mustang.
Right, it's a Ford crossover. They just felt like they probably couldn't market an electric vehicle without their strongest brand, being
They
on it.
destroyed
So they
the
made a Mustang.
brand. Speaking of destroying, we got the Rancher on. Hey, Rancher.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, Rancher? Oh, what? Rancher. Hey, don't dox me, bro. Don't dox me. Don't dox me, bro.
How would I dox you?
Because you always do.
Oh. Oh. Well, shoot.
Don't tase me, bro.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite old clips. Don't tase me, bro.
Marcus doesn't know you like I know you.
Well, did you see anyone watch Hoovie's Garage?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you see what Hoovie got? What did you see his last?
He's got the gull wing, you mean?
Yeah, but after the gull wing.
I saw the pics for the new video. I hadn't watched it though.
Oh, the Lotus you're talking about, Rancher?
Yep.
What that one that was previously accident repaired with shit paint? Yeah, I saw that.
Shit paint and been damaged front and the back. The trouble is, since it is so darn light, it's all fiberglass, and so hard to find parts for. If you're hit, you're basically screwed.
Yeah.
Well, I think I find funny about that car is there was a Vauxhall and Opel version of it too that seemed even rarer than the Lotus version. I wonder how those ever survived.
Well, actually, there is actually a Toyota version of it, or there kind of sort of.
You know what? Real quick, Doc, I wanted to tell you there's a spray that you can
We got
spray
Mike
in your
the
car.
Snake. What the hell, Mike, were you doing going on that other stream? We warned you. We told you. What the hell happened?
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Wait. Mike, did you put a ring on his finger, Archie? Did you?
No.
Well, okay.
You put a ring on.
Yep.
Yeah, I was trying to talk cars with Jock. That's all.
Jock, who is also, I'd like to add, a veteran.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, he accuses me of talking about myself all the time, which I do. So, I accept that completely. But
especially when people ask you questions about yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly. But
the funny thing about Jacques is,
I find that he talks about himself a lot as well. But I'm not saying that in a negative way. Me and Jock are cool, right, Jock? I'm not saying anything I wouldn't say to your face. Okay. I have to wear kid gloves apparently when I'm over there. I'm not going over. I'm not going over there anymore. It's just like straight up, like no fun. So,
boys, I must take my leave. And real quick before I go,
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on today, Marky. It's been a great pleasure having you on.
Let me spit this out before I go. I just wanted to tell Doc.
I thought you didn't spit.
There is a can, Doc, that you can buy at an auto parts store that you spray it in your car and it smells like Fat Chick. And the problem is that it breaks your springs.
No, that's funny. Ha ha
Yes.
ha ha. Yeah, actually, it is kind of funny, but oh my.
But on the other end, like I said, a few people have gotten their MR2s and then put the 2ZZ engine in it. And then also the more industrious ones then had a 6-speed manual transmission. That way it'll rev match the 2ZZ. It's a little heavier than the Elise, but you don't have to worry. To me, it's all the benefits of the Elise, but Toyota reliability on top of it. None of the drawbacks.
What do you think of the Vauxhall VX220 or the Opel Speedster? You remember those?
Vaguely, but like I said, I could just go down right now, and fire mine up and just take off and drive. Also, what's really nice about about this is you pull up to another car, and sometimes it's a real exotic car, and you start asking, "Hey, what you got in it?" And they'll say something. They'll say with the engine, they'll say, "No, what kind of transmission? Do you have a 5 or a 6?" And they'll say automatic, and then I slowly roll the window back up and not say anything else. Like, fuck you.
One of my favorite memories of a Lotus Elise is having my E36 328i in 1998 and 2006 and pulling 20 car lengths on the highway away from them when my car was stock. Those things have no top end, but I love how go-karty they are.
Yep. Well, and the thing is, though, was it a straightaway?
It was a straightaway. Yep.
Yeah. I'll meet you anywhere that's not a straightaway, where there's like at least 2 or 3 turns. Then we'll see.
They are really good in the corners. I agree.
Yep, exactly. And no disrespect to your BMW, except of course Archie had one.
My M Roadster would not keep up with your Elise in the corners for sure. Our ND Miata, I think, would be an interesting play with better tires.
Better tires. Yeah, true. Better tires on wider stance. But like I said,
your wife's Miata, that's the ND, isn't it? ND?
It is an ND.
Yeah, you haven't.
I never liked the styling of it. I always liked the NC Series
That's the
2.
heavy one with the hard top, Archie. That's the fat one.
Yep.
I know that's.
Yep.
The NA I like. I had an NA. The NB, nah. NC,
Wait a minute,
yes.
Archie, how the hell at like 6'5" could you fit in an NA? I felt cramped at like 5'10".
I don't fit in the ND either.
Archie, you had a modern day Lotus?
No, it had a MX-5 Miata. We're talking. I had an NA.
Did you like take the seat out and move it to the trunk? How the hell did you manage to fit in there?
Look, when you want something, you make it work. But most of the time, you drive with the top down anyhow. It was okay. It was actually a real. I'm thinking of doing J. Anthony, getting rid of my BMW for an Miata. What do you think of that? Now that sounds crazy.
Well,
but
better gas mileage, cheaper to run, more reliable, and less depreciation. Do it.
If you gave me the option of your BMW or the Miata, I'd take the Miata in a second.
Well, on the other hand, let's be practical. How much space would you have for the ladyboy?
How big is the trunk in the Miata?
Very tiny. My M Roadster's got a much bigger trunk and it's a lot older.
That's fine. The ladyboys aren't big.
Well, that's your car. What are they doing there, Doc?
Oh, wow. Why is that off? Repair.
Repairing the hood. Repairing the hood.
How much is it costing to repair it?
I'll just say several $1,000s.
Are those like chrome CXL rims? What are those rims, Doc?
Well, they're like CSL rims, but they're lighter weight. And they're called, let me look it up because I always forget what they're called.
Is that strut brace stock or you put that on?
No, the wheels, I put the wheels on.
The strut brace over, I see you have a strut brace as well. Is that stock?
I can't see the picture.
The rest of it's stock.
Okay.
The rest of the car is stock. The wheels are lighter weight competition rims. And they don't make them anymore. They're called VOR. They're called MORR, MORR VS7s. They're slightly
very
lighter.
nice.
Thank you. They're slightly lighter weight, so I went with that. Plus, I got them on the forums, and so they were much less expensive as well.
Plus, you didn't have to worry about offset and stuff like that because you knew it already came off the same car. Because a lot of people make that mistake and buy a set of rims that had a drastically different offset, and so they end up having to put spacers and stuff, to make their wheels fit the fender wells properly.
Now I'm riding with spacers though because I want the car filled out.
Yeah.
So,
I mean yeah, a lot of people do that as well, for sure.
Is that Cosmo Schwartz? That's like it's the Cosmo Schwartz, like the dark black.
Cosmo Schwartz, I'm not familiar.
That's what they call the BMW black band. That's like the standard black color, right? It looks nice.
Oh, the body shop had a different name for it, which I also don't remember. It wasn't Cosmo Schwartz, but it was there's a unique name for the black of a BMW, because I have a friend that's a body shop guy. He lives in my neighborhood, and he said, well, at least your car's black because black is black. And
no, it's not.
Exactly. I got to the body shop and he goes, well, that guy does just like everyday cars, but he doesn't do higher end cars, and black is not black.
Yeah, the BMW black has a bunch of sparkle. Yeah, it's got a bunch of different colors, purple and green. And
well, I just know that he said there's 12 different blacks for the European black.
I'll be back.
12 different ones.
And he's gone.
Then he said there's, it's different from the American blacks. And so he says black is not black.
I like Mercedes because their black was just
you're saying American blacks aren't really blacks.
I know all this race.
Well, you're starting to get political there.
Yeah, are we still talking about cars, or are we talking about something else?
Well, also, we're talking to BBW about competitive rims and competitive rimming, but we never really have talked to Archie about that.
We never got the name of those rims, by the way.
Yes, we did. It's called a MORR, M-O-R-R. It's a VS7.
Okay, very cool. I totally missed that. Sorry about that.
No one's heard of it because it's something that you wouldn't know unless you were looking for a rim for a M3.
You're an enthusiast.
It's just that if you have to be looking for a rim for a E46 M3, or you want to put a E36 M3 rim on some other car. And
between the 335 and the M3, the M3 had fender flares and was wider and used a different rim offset. So you're absolutely correct.
I don't know if the offset was different, but I do know that the M3 had a standard rim, and then it had a special competition rim, and that's what this is, a lighter weight version of the competition rim.
Nice. Are the spokes like machined out on the sides and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, very cool. That's like super cool shit.
And you can tell the weight makes a difference when you're driving.
100%, man. Rotating weight is like the most important weight you can take off the car.
Yeah, and handling just improved tremendously with that simple maneuver of getting new rims on there.
Yep.
Before that, I had the standard rim, the standard M3 rim. And the extra weight was noticeable.
Yeah.
For those with an M3
that like a truck got your hood, though. That is shitty.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing is, I've had the car since 2010 or so, and this is the first time anything happened to it.
Yeah, I've actually been like randomly rear-ended by fucking people. I don't even know.
That's
like
what
literally
I heard.
sitting in traffic, completely stopped, and then the person behind me that was stopped for the previous minute just fucking hits the gas, goes straight into the back.
Well, I purposely avoid rush hour traffic as much as possible, and I get to work at home if I choose to.
I got rear-ended just like that by a policeman.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing, like, if you do have a truck, that is an argument for always leaving the hitch in.
I really wish the dog trainer was here for this conversation.
Maybe that's why he left. I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway, I wanted to come on and say hi. So, of course, I saw Jay Anthony was on, so I obviously had to come on and just give my respects.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Also, I
You're
feel
very
like the
kind.
rancher is disrespecting Mark by saying he likes to get randomly rear-ended.
No, I just wonder if Archie. I still wonder if Mark had any good stories about that. I bet you he might have had a few.
Sometimes jokes like that just roll right off, and maybe sometimes they don't.
I know one
I don't
time.
know if he could. I don't know if he could say anything about that in case his boyfriend would get upset.
Well, you know, he hasn't always been with Satan's kitten. He can tell stories from the past.
I suppose that's true.
Randomly
Call me
rear-ended
paranoid. When I see people driving crazy behind me, I will purposely get in another lane.
Totally, move away, get the fuck away from them.
But Mark,
after doing that,
Doc, the last time it happened to me, I was at fucking Roberto's getting some fucking burritos and steak fries.
Ooh.
And the person in the drive-thru that had been behind me just stepped on the gas and hit me.
And of course, the
Burritos
milkshake
fries?
and the drinks went all over your dashboard and everything, right?
Well, I hadn't gotten to the window yet, so I didn't have my food.
Oh, okay.
I love the white Miata. Fuck, you know what? If you're gonna get an ND, oh man, I love the white with
I wanted
the
to see
black wheels.
in the cars. Yeah.
That's actually quite nice.
You know,
It's just what size engine is that?
It's a 1.8 liter, I think. It's 190 horsepower. It's a 2019, I think. But I think my Emotion
they
is better.
hold their value pretty well, you know.
Oh, the Miata is like the cheapest car in the world to run. It's unbelievably cheap.
You know, come to think of it, I did rear end a highway patrolman.
Ooh.
Is that an Elise?
Might want to tell that to Mark too.
Wow.
Is that
here's the part you weren't expecting. I was a 2-year-old.
There's no Elise here, Mike. Where's the Elise? There's a BMW.
I'm wondering behind J. Anthony. I can't tell what kind of car that is.
No, that's a Mazda. It's a Miata.
Oh.
He just said it. It's a Miata.
Oh, okay.
It's Miata.
That's a bad picture of my garage.
Yeah. No, I didn't catch that. It was his Miata we were talking about. I thought we were just talking Miatas. Yeah. And
what did you do? Go on that other stream, Mikey. Why?
Thought I was going to talk cars with Jock. That's all.
Jock's an idiot. You don't go there. His guy's got mental problems, man. Can't just say mental Jock. It should tell you to be fucking careful.
You know, here's what I love about Jacques.
No,
Okay,
I'm not making that mistake again, Archie. That's
Jacques was a Royal Marine who served like 12 years in Afghanistan. So literally going into caves with a fucking flashlight and a handgun for like over a decade. No problems. He gets an archery for like 2 weeks and he's like, nah, fuck this.
That's right. This is mental torture. MT 85, $2. Mike, go get glasses. Yes, I tend to.
Because he's squinting. I see. Because he's squinting.
Squinting. Guys, I got to wrap this baby up. We've had some amazing car talk.
Well, wait, I was actually on there with Mike. You're not going to say anything about that? Really?
What?
Yeah, I was on there with Mike and John.
I see your when's your M3 finished, Doc? When's it finished?
It'll be finished next week. This next week.
And so does that have a clear coat?
It's a picture showing they're in the final stages. They've sprayed it. They're waiting for it to completely dry.
Harden.
They're going to check the alignment on everything. They checked the alignment before they did the spray. They're going to recheck everything, put it all together, and then I pick it up. It'll probably be Tuesday.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Very, very nice.
Guys, thank you so much for supporting the show. We have got some thank yous. JD Montreal, MT85, JD Montreal, Frank V, MT85, Ryan Hoffery, Mac Lobster, MD Montreal, Little Dave, Rufus, Terry Boston, Ken Fresno. Ken's been a great supporter of the show. MT85, Ken Fresno, JD Montreal, Chief Tit, Jefferson Exotic, Mac Lobster, Flip Mode 45, The Rancher, MT85. Guys, that's the show. We'll be back tomorrow.
Has anyone paid for the studio renaming rights?
Nobody has paid. a cent, Rancher. It is very tough now.
Have you brought it up again? Well, here's the other thing. As the month goes on, the cheaper it gets.
Yes,
right?
That's a good point, Rancher.
Thank you.
Rancher, thank you for mentioning it. We will see you tomorrow. I've got another stream I got to get on. I've got to do the stream. I've got to stream with the Micas Frischman, the Frischman show. We had a great show last week. Great show. Really good.
You have a guest this time too? You have a guest?
Hopefully we're getting her back. We'll just see. We'll see how we go.
So,
guys, that's the show. See you later. Hi, guys. It's Archie Luxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW.